G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. Now today on the bench we have the brand new WLtoys 124007 buggy. Now this is their latest incarnation of the brushless version 124017. And no, this is not going to be called a version 3 of the 1/12 scale buggies. This is basically a freshened up version of the 124017. You could say version 2 model. It's got the exact same specs as that previous model that was released some time ago. Now on this one they've basically given us a freshened up look on the body here. Totally different to the previous models, as well as a brand new radio system. Okay, they've upgraded their controller there. So they're still claiming 75 k's an hour top speed on this one, which is exactly the same as the 124017. Now this model came in from makerfire.com, so I'd like to thank them for sending it out for review. So all the links and a coupon code will be in the description below if you want to have a look and pick up one of these buggies for yourself. Now if you do happen to get this buggy from Makerfire, you're going to get a Makerfire sticker sheet, which is pretty cool. We have an updated battery here. It's still 2200 milliamp hour capacity, but they're calling it a high performance battery here, with the C rating on this one, 25C. You get the instruction booklet with the USB charger and the metal hex wrench there to take off the wheel nuts. Now for this new 124007 buggy, we have this new style transmitter, which looks pretty darn cool. And this one actually takes 4 AAA batteries, not the usual AA batteries. So on this new transmitter, this is how the batteries go in. They go in vertically, then horizontally, like the older style transmitters. And you just got a little door there on the bottom with some rubber padding on the bottom here, so it doesn't slide around. So that's pretty good. Now this new transmitter actually has a good feel in the hand, guys. You've got the lever here as well for the steering, so you've got one-handed operation. And you can see the design of this. It basically is a copy of a more higher end transmitter just by looking at it. But yeah, it looks really good. It's got the same design, features and colors of the actual buggy itself, so it's all matching. We still have just a throttle trim there and a steering trim. Now I did actually speak to one of the workers at WLtoys, who is actually quite active on Facebook, especially the WLtoys Facebook groups. You've probably seen their account on there as well, the WLtoys China. And I did actually mention to them in a chat with them on Facebook that, you know, I was wondering when are they going to start putting a dual rate on these transmitters of theirs, because I have been mentioning it in a couple of my last WLtoys reviews, and they did tell me that they're going to bring out a dual rate on their upcoming models. So I don't know when they're going to come out, but they're going to actually put a dual rate on. So I'm looking forward to seeing that later on down the track. But yeah, really nice controller, guys. We've got the on and off switch on the back here, just a slider switch, and you can see the red light illuminating there, ready to bind. Now I also was informed by that person at WLtoys that this new upgraded transmitter and receiver system has been improved. The actual hardware has been improved to give you the best possible range and connection from the transmitter to the buggy itself. Okay guys, onto the 124007 buggy itself. I think it looks pretty cool. I really do like the design of this body shell over the original 124017. As you can see, the tires are exactly the same as the 124017. We also have the same oil-filled shocks as the previous models. These ones seem to have a really good amount of oil in them. With a top view of what the body shell looks like. Pretty wild. It gives me that 90s sort of vibe to it, with all the bright colors. Here's a quick look side by side with the 124017. Now I've got the road tires on this. This did come out with the exact same off-road tires as the new model. Okay, this 017 model was the version 1 that came out. So this has the 3400 kV motor, and this was the one that had pretty bad range. Not too bad on my particular model, but it, you know, had cutouts in the range, as well as the 3400 kV motor where it did cog a little bit. The new version here has the same electronics as the version 2, or what everyone's calling the version 2, okay? So this is not a version 3. It's just it's basically just an updated or facelift version of the version 2 124017. The person that I was chatting to from WLtoys on the Facebook groups did say this has the same 4300 kV motor as the version 2 models, as well as the same ESC. This is a 45 amp ESC. If I take this shell off, you can see that they're exactly the same. Okay, they've got the same fan, same heat sink, exactly the same. So there's no change with the ESC either. They're rated at 45 amps. Now, besides the obvious cosmetic changes to the body shell and the addition of the new transmitter and receiver system, everything else is exactly the same as the previous models, guys. So all metal parts throughout the drivetrain, you know, adjustable turnbuckles throughout, all ball bearings throughout, exactly as what we had on the previous models like this one. Here's the difference in design from the standard transmitter they've been using for many years compared to the new one. Okay guys, well that wraps up the quick overview on the brand new 124007, comparing it to the previous model 124017. So let's take it for a test run, both on the road and off-road. See how this one performs. Alright guys, I'm out here with the new WLtoys 124007 brushless buggy. Going to do a stock speed test on the standard 2S. Now I think I might have forgot to mention the added feature on this transmitter is a phone holder, okay? As you can see, it's got a spring-loaded mechanism here to fit pretty much nearly every size phone. Fortunately, my phone's rather large. It's got a 6-inch screen, so I won't be using it. I like to tend to put a camera on the bottom part of the transmitter because, as you can see, even though it's tilted as high as it can go, you're going to have your transmitter on that angle to film, and it might be pretty uncomfortable actually, but it's there if you need it. If you want to take videos with your phone, you can use that phone holder. Okay, so let's do a speed test, guys. It's zeroed out. Okay, so we'll go track start, and let's see if we can get the 75 k's an hour stated on the box. Looks like I've got to trim it up again. All right. Let's go. First run on this new car. Seems pretty quick. Full throttle. Standard 25C discharge, 2200 milliamp hours. So as you can see, there's no loss of range at all. It's pretty decent distance. Nice responsive controls on this new transmitter. Decent brakes as well. Let's see what we got here, just in the shade here so I can see the phone screen. Stop. Read. 71 kilometers an hour. Pretty decent. Hopefully you can see that. 71 k's an hour. Nice. Going to test it out on the tarmac. Okay, just see how responsive the controls are. There doesn't seem to be a delay anymore. Okay, so I'm just touching the trigger here. So they have rectified that with their new transmitter and receiver system on this model. No delay, no cogging. Works very well. So it's very responsive this time. Decent brakes on it. We've got reverse. Yep. Alright guys, so I just wanted to check that out on tarmac. As you can see, once again, there's no delay like in those previous models, which is good to see. Alright guys, so let's take it out on a field, see how it goes off-road on some grass. All right, so that'll be coming up next. All right, guys, I'm out of the field here, so let's test it out on the grass. Really grips and goes with these off-road tyres on the grass here. Good speed out of it. Oh, he tumbled over. While I'm all the way down here, let's do a bit of a range test. See how far it can actually go. Pretty darn far. I've still got control. Right down the other end of the field there. Doubt if my camera will pick it up. I'll zoom in a little bit during editing. So it definitely has great range, that's for sure. 100% better than what it was on the older transmission system. Really good. Pretty much handles exactly like the older models, of course, because it's basically the same car, except with a fresh look, new look. I'd say if you have the original V2 124017, there's no real need to buy this one unless you like it for the look and you want it for the better range if you are still using your stock controller. But yeah, more than enough power on 2S, that's for sure. You're going to get a decent runtime too out of those 2200 milliamp hour batteries. This lawn's been cut not that long ago by the look of it, so it's just powering through this field. See a bit of wobble there. No gyro on this one, but it's staying relatively straight and dialed in. This would go well on a carpet track, just like the previous versions. Popped a wheelie there. So yeah, the range, I can't complain about the range at all. I think the range is absolutely fantastic on this one. Got a really long range. That was well over 100 meters when I tested it out earlier. That was one thing that the original brushless models lacked, was insufficient range, especially the 124016 version 1. I was lucky to get 40 meters out of it, maybe 50, until the version 2 come out, which is basically the same spec as this model here. So let's see if there's any delay on grass. No, none at all, guys. They've definitely rectified that issue. I noticed that on their brushless monster truck when I reviewed that not that long ago, with the original transmitters that they have had for years, that was fixed as well. Let's do it again. Yeah, no real delay in response at all. Let's do that again. Oh, popping wheelies. Awesome. So yeah, no delay in response, as you can see there. Got up on the back wheels. They've definitely fixed that issue, which is a good thing. Okay guys, well, I'll leave it there. Hope you enjoyed this video on the brand new 124007 from WLtoys. Pretty decent brushless buggy here that's based on the earlier models. So yeah, definitely can recommend this one, guys. The transmitter is a lot better than the original. You can drive it with one-handed. I don't like to tend to drive one-handed, but it's there if you want to, because I always film either via hat cam or I usually put a camera on the bottom of the controller. But it is there. Definitely got heaps better range than the previous versions of the, you know, the old transmitters that they've been using, even the V2 one. I think this one's got definitely better range for sure. very responsive as well. So yeah, as I mentioned at the start of the video, Makerfire sent me this one out, so all the links in the description below will be to Makerfire, as well as my Perth WLtoys RC coupon code. Make sure you use that if you do decide to purchase one, and you'll get a pretty decent discount off the retail price of this buggy. So anyway guys, if you're new to the channel and you like RC content like this, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you'll be alerted to any of my new uploads. And if you like this video, give it a good old thumbs up. Till next time guys, enjoy the hobby and happy RCing. I'll catch you on the next one.